Hello, CBR friends. This is Mary Vanhooser from Olathe East High School, and today I'm excited because we are going to read news about animals in national parks. Because us humans are stuck inside, the animals have come out to play, and it's really fun to hear about.
Many people are traveling less now because of the coronavirus. People are not visiting U.S. national parks, and some national parks are closed. Animals are still living in the national parks, and park rangers are still working in the national parks. Park rangers are seeing more animals now because visitors are not in the parks. Some park rangers work in Yosemite National Park in California. Park rangers here are seeing more black bears, coyotes and bobcats. They see some animals walking down streets through the park. The park rangers enjoy seeing the animals. World News. April 20th, 2020. Animals in national parks. People are traveling less now. People are not visiting U.S. national parks. Animals still live in the national parks. Park rangers still work in the national parks. Park rangers see more animals now. Some park rangers work in Yosemite National Park. Yosemite National Park is in California. Park rangers see more black bears.
Okay, now that we've learned about some animals in national parks, let's answer some questions about it.
Review page. 1. Who still work in national parks? Park rangers. 2. What animal are park rangers seeing in Yosemite National Park? Black bear. 3. Where is Yosemite?
One of the best things you can do at a national park if you are interested in learning more about the animals and all the things that happen at the national park is that you can become a junior ranger. And if you've never been a junior ranger, it's really cool. It's an almost entirely free program. There's a few parks that charge a minimal fee, but all the ones in our area are completely free. You go up to the park ranger at the headquarters of the national park, and you just ask them that for a junior ranger book, and you get your junior ranger book, and it's free, and then you take your time to fill it out. It's based on age and ability, so some kids will do 2 pages, some kids will do 5 pages, some kids will do 10 pages. And then once you fill out what you're supposed to do for your age and ability, then you take it back to the park ranger and they check over your answers and they talk about the things you've learned at the national park. And then you get a free Junior Ranger badge, which is really cool, and they're fun to collect. Almost all of them are unique for their parks. And then you get sworn in as a Junior Ranger by the official park rangers. And it's really just a very cool program. Most of the park rangers that we've ever met have been really enthusiastic when you come in and ask to be a Junior Ranger. They really like to see kids interested in the national parks, and they want to teach you guys everything that they know, because that's what they're experts at. So not only do you sometimes get the badge, sometimes you get stickers, sometimes you get patches, sometimes you get more information. We've gotten all sorts of amazing things from the park rangers when we have taken the time to be junior rangers. The next video is cool. It's going to show you all the junior ranger badges that my kids have earned, just to give you a sense of what you could do if you go and explore our world. Okay, last but not least, we've learned about national parks, a lot of which are not in Kansas. The one we read about is Yosemite, and it was in California. So I would love to visit Yosemite someday. If I ever get back to California, I'd like to go there. But now that we're staying home, it's often easier to do something that's within driving distance. Here in Kansas, we have an amazing and unique national park called the Tallgrass Prairie Preserve. And it is truly one of the last parts of our world that has the tallgrass prairie in its natural form. It is totally free to visit. It is open now for trail hiking. The headquarters are closed, so you can't be a junior ranger, darn it. But all the hiking trails are open. And so it's a great way to social distance because it's not very busy ever. And it's absolutely beautiful. It has a bus ride if you want to take a bus out to the scenic overlook, or you can hike. There's also a cool farmhouse to tour when it opens after all this COVID stuff. And you can see bison and all sorts of other native Kansas animals. It's just outside of Emporia. It's only about 2 hours from here. Perfect day trip. You can pack a lunch. I just absolutely love visiting there. It's never crowded. It's always beautiful, no matter the season. So if you have some time on one of these weekends when we're still not able to do a lot of the things we'd like to do, visit the National Prairie Tallgrass Preserve. Okay, so you can see that this is the Tallgrass Prairie Preserve website from the National Park Service. It's pretty interesting. It's showing you that the trails are open, talks about how the prairie exists in our world and all of the interesting things that you can do at the park. I really like the National Park Service website. It really gives you a lot of information about activities and all the different things you're going to see and do at the park. Of course, right now the park rangers aren't there, but down the road you can visit them and get your junior ranger badges. Here's the junior ranger area. It talks about what you can do when it opens back up with the park rangers. Really just a fun activity for all ages. It doesn't matter if you're a kid or an adult. If you want to be a junior ranger, you get to be. So that's pretty fun. I hope everybody can go out and visit this park. It's right here in Kansas. We should be proud of it. Not a lot of people visit it. And I hope that more of us can get out there and see the beautiful trails, especially now that we seem to have a lot of free time. This section talks about the trailheads and how you can bring your pets. Just don't let them get too close to the bison. I've attached after this video is a great YouTube video showing hikers going through the prairie so that you can see what the trails look like. They're really not that hard to do. They aren't paved, which is a bummer for wheelchair access. But once they open back up, they have a bus, and the bus can take people around.
On Easter, me and my sister Lori went to Tallgrass Prairie National Preserve. Join us as we go looking for Easter bison.
Hi guys, it's Kay from Happy Trails Hiking, and today we're out in Kansas at Tallgrass Prairie National Preserve.
So we are at our visitor center. Thank you, Lori. And we are going to take the Scenic Overlook Trail out to the Scenic Overlook. And since it's Easter, just wanted to mention that we're hunting Easter bison. Actually, not hunting, just looking for them. And then if we're feeling wonderful, then we will take the Prairie Fire Loop and Davis Trail and head back to the visitor center. So that's the plan for the day. If the rain holds off, we'll be good to go. This sign made us pause for a second. We decided to make some off-trail plans just in case. So we've been walking up this hill for quite a while at this point, and it's really building anticipation. I hope there's something on the other side. So bison are dangerous. We got it. We see some up there, so we're going to be really cautious. And if they look like they want to come our direction, we're going to come back. So we went off trail for a little bit to get around those bison over there, and now we're heading back into our own trail, and we're gonna head up in those hills over there. So we made it out of the pasture area unscathed by bison, and even missed most of their landmines. We're headed on to the overlook now. Scenic overlook. So we came down off of the overlook, and it was scenic, and now we're headed on the Prairie Fire Loop. I know some University of Missouri alumni who would really like that name. So we finally come down off of the tops of the hills, and the wind has gotten much better down here, and we're at number 33 on the map. We're about to head south back to the trailhead and to the ranch complex. If you've enjoyed this video, please remember to